Hey y'all, welcome to the Style Chronicles. I'm going to do a makeup tutorial using Nars Cordura, the darkest shade right here, and Max Tempting. It's a look that I have been doing lately, and a lot of my videos you'll see this. If you know that I'm using Tempting, I'm pretty much doing the same look. So I'm going to use those two, and I'm also using Tarte's Adored blush. Looks like that. It is a very pretty pink blush. It's got a lot of silver flecks in it, but they really don't show up. It looks really pretty. And so let me go ahead and get started. I have already applied my foundation and my concealer so as not to frighten you guys. And I've also done my eyebrows too. So I'm going to get started. Now on TV, you're going to hear in the background, Monsters is on. My daughter's watching that. So I'm not going to, you know, make excuses. That's on. And another thing, I am wearing a new bracelet. It is from one of my friends, Lori, on here. And I will link her down below. She sent me this. I asked her. She was showing several that she made. God bless you, honey. She showed several that she made in a video a while back. And I told her, I want one. And so I PayPal'd her for it. And then, you know, she sent this in the mail. And she made it. It's beautiful. It's like a, I want to call it a smoky, but it's, you know, it's gray, like a smoky gray. And then these little pink balls. They're just beautiful with the pink. I mean, with the heart that hangs down. It's absolutely gorgeous. I really do love it. And I like how it hangs. It just kind of hangs down. I really like them. And she makes them in so many different colors. I will link her down below, like I said. Beautiful, beautiful. She also sent one for Eva that is really pretty. My daughter is in love with it. But she's not allowed to wear jewelry to school, so this whole week I've been having to, like, take it off of her before she gets out of my car to go to class because she just wants to wear it everywhere. Okay, this is my MAC Bare Study Paint Pot. I'm going to take that. Eva, please leave all that stuff alone. And I'm going to get that on my lid up here. And I put too much. I'm going to put the rest over here. And this is pretty much a very fast look. This is what I can do in the mornings really quickly to get out the door so I can get my daughter to school. Okay, so there's your Bare Study Paint Pot. Put the top back on. I've had this probably almost on a year and I'm still not even halfway done with it. So it goes a long way. Lasts for a long time. Let me check on my dog. What are you doing? Eva, what are you doing? Leave things alone, please. Okay, sorry. Just wanted to see what she was up to. Okay, next I'm going to take Tempting, Max Tempting, and I'm going to get my eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to get Tempting onto that brush, and then I'm going to apply it to my lid, starting down here and just tapping it on so that I get it really close to the lash line, and then I'm just getting it into my crease, like so. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And this is going here, close to the lash line, and then on up. And you just create your shape. You know, I create my shape for my crease since I don't have much of one. You just basically create it. Okay. Then I'm going to take my MAC pencil brush and get that same Tempting onto that, and that's going to go underneath my lower lash line. Okay. I coaxed my husband into renting the Hunger Games last night. He was like, we really don't need to see that. And I'm like, yeah, we do. I read the book. I want to see it. So we go to Blockbuster to rent it, and he's like, why would you read the book if you know, why do you want to see the movie if you've already read the book? And I said, well, that's kind of the point of reading the book, was because I knew the movie was coming out. Why would you do something like that? Why would anybody read the book and then watch the movie? He's like, you're supposed to watch the movie and then read the book. I was like, okay, weirdo. Seriously. You're supposed to watch the movie and then read the book, which cracks me up because it's funny that I tend to operate the opposite. I will read the book and then watch the movie, and my husband really and truly does. He watches the movie and then goes out and gets like every book he can find on the movie. Like, oh my goodness, what is his favorite one? The one that I'm thinking of, it's one of his absolute favorite movies. I'll get it at the end so I can show you guys. And then after he saw that, well, he's seen it a couple of times. He has the DVD and he watches it over and over again. And then about 2 years ago, he went out and bought like every book he could find on it. And so he read, you know, he knows all this stuff, and he's like, that wasn't in the movie, and that wasn't in the movie, and, you know, and this happened instead, and this wasn't how it happened. It was about the Olympics, the 72 Olympics. What is it called? I can't think about it. I'll go get it and show you guys. But he's read every book that he can find on it, and he knows a lot about the history of... Eva, what are you doing? Everything that took place and everything. Anyhow, so, yeah, you're supposed to watch the movie and then read the book afterwards, I guess. That's how he works. So there's that. Okay, here we go. I'm just blending in, tempting, so that it's blended and not too harsh. You're just basically, you're diffusing those the shadow out, like the line that you create to create your crease. You're diffusing it out a little bit. Go watch the movie, honey. Okay, now I'm going to take that Cordura right here, and I'm going to take a little bit smaller of an eyeshadow brush. Here's the one that I used to apply tempting. You can see it gets in there and gets my crease a little bit better. Here's this one, and it's just smaller. Now, for reference, this is Smashbox's, I believe it's number 26 eyeshadow brush, and that's what I use for all over crease work. This is just a cheapie. It's from Target a long time ago. It just says medium shadow brush on it. I'm sure you can find like shadow brushes in a number of places. I'm just going to get that darkest shade on here on the tip, tap off the excess, and then I'm going to get it just out here in the crease. So right here, in kind of I kind of do like a line going down, like this. And I'm going to do the same thing over here, and I keep it very controlled, very small area. You could even do, like if you wanted to do it very precisely, you could use your MAC pencil to do work like this. But I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to just bring a little bit in. And you're drawing like a line that's going inward. And for something like this, like I said, your pencil brush is one of your absolute best friends. I'll show you guys with this how you can just create a line on to your lid. Okay, that is basically the shape that I'm going for. I know it looks really weird. Now I'm going to take my blending brush and just lightly blend. Now I'm not blending it all because I really do like the way that it creates a shape to my lid. It gives a shape to my lid. So I'm just going to diffuse that line very, very lightly. Nothing, I'm not really working it in. I'm just diffusing it. And the same thing over here. And this may not work for you if you have, creases. I don't have creases, so I create them like I always say. And by saying I don't have creases, my crease is when I fold my lid up, you'll see my crease is right down here. You see it right there? It's not like in here or anything. It's like right down there. It's very, very small. I don't have very much of one. So I create my eyelid. Okay. And then I will brush away any fallout. And I know most of my eye looks, I always get these messages from people, your eye look is exactly like the last one you did, or that one looks just like the last, you know, one I watched, or you use the same colors over and over again. Yes, I do. I use the same brown golds, brown bronzies, brown shades. I mean, I am a sucker for brown shadow, whether it's red toned, brown toned, you know, olive toned. I just love brown shades. That is what I wear. That is what I like on myself. So that's what I use, and I put them on, you know, different ways and everything, but for the majority of the time I use my brown shades over and over again, because that's me, that's how I like to look. So that's why all my makeup tutorials are the same, because, you know, you fall into these, you know, they're just ways that you prefer to look, or ways that you prefer for your eyeshadow to be. And that's kind of, you know, you want to look like you. I want to look like me. So this is what happens. Anyhow, so there's that. And I'm just, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even tell you what I did. I took this with a little bit of brulee and I ran it up here just to keep that area light up there. And then I just blended that all together right in here, and that's it. And then I wiped away, I brushed away any fallout that I had on my face. Next, I'm going to take Tarte's Adored Blush and get that onto my cheeks. It's going to go right here. And I know somebody asked me what foundation brush I used to apply my foundation in my last makeup tutorial. I used the Real Techniques brush. It is the, it's not the, oh my gosh, what is it called? It's like a powder brush. Yeah, it's like a powder brush. But I use it for my foundation because I didn't really care for the stippling brush. Okay, and you just get that blush on, and I bring it up a little bit. And the neat thing about blushes that have a lot of sparkle or glimmer, you know, shimmer to them, you don't really need to do a highlight since your cheeks are pretty much highlighted from the get-go. Okay, and then I'm going to curl my eyelashes. And you guys know I use the Chanel eyelash curler. People always get questions as to what eyelash curler I use. I use the Chanel one. And you just curl. And I find that I prefer very warm toned shadows. So I do like taupe shadows, but there are some taupes that are warmer and some taupes that are cooler. Cool colors like gray taupes or gray toned shadows, cooler, you know, toned shadows, do not look so great on me. I have to do warm toned reds, red browns, things like that on my lids. Now on my cheeks, I have to do cooler tone blushes, if that makes any sense. Like corals, warm tone blushes really don't go very well with me. I have to stick with a very bright pink, or, you know, just a true pink where it's got a lot more cool tone to it than warm tone in it. So coral I don't pull off very well. Now when it comes to my lips, that's my cheeks and my eyes. When it comes to my lips, anything goes. I can do, you know, reds, pinks, corals, any color, cool or warm. Now, warm tones do make my teeth look a little bit more yellow than cooler tones, but I just deal with it because, you know, I can pull off lipstick either way, and I'm kind of happy, you know, that while I have to stick with cooler tones on my lids and, I mean, on my cheeks and warmer tones on my lids, I'm glad that I can pull off cooler or warm tones on my cheeks, on my lips. Wow. Did I just confuse you? Because I just confused myself, like literally. Okay, so here is my mascara. Yes, honey? I will be happy to tie your shoes as soon as I am done with this. I'm sorry, I told you what I was doing. Okay. And I do have a bare area right there where there's no eyelashes. They're slowly growing back in, and they're taking forever. It's really annoying. Okay. Oh yeah, and so that movie, The Hunger Games, that we watched last night, I was extremely happy that the movie did not stray very far from the book at all. It was pretty much exactly like it was in the book, and the characters, for the most part, are exactly what I expected. You know, what I had envisioned. Of course, Peeta, I envisioned a little differently, but everybody else was pretty much, you know, Rue looked exactly like, just so small and innocent, like I had expected, and it was a good movie, like a good movie. And then, you know, towards the end, my husband was like, I think I want to read the book, it looks really good, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm excited to see what they do with the next two books, because the movie was, you know, for the most part, it was good. Hold on, Eva. Okay, so there, I always do my two mascaras, you guys know that. I put on Smashbox Hyperlash mascara here and L'Oreal Voluminous False Lashes on top. That's that. And then for my lips, I am going to be using Sisely's. This is a beautiful lipstick, and it was sent to me by a very nice lady. Sisely in L31. It is a really pretty pink color. And for my lip liner, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Borderline lip liner. I love this lip liner. I've had it for, I believe, 2 years now. And I love it for my bright lipsticks because it doesn't feather, it doesn't go, you know, mess your lip liner up. I mean, your lip line up or anything like that. So you just line your lips. And it is invisible, so you really don't see it. And then what I do is I go in and I fill in my lips. And it just kind of helps the lipstick grab onto your lips. It really does, you know, if you're into bright lipsticks, like really bright lipsticks, really anything, you could wear it under any lipstick, but if you're into brights, I suggest having one of these clear anti-feathering lip pencils, because they just make the color grab onto your lips instead of, you know, slipping like a lipstick usually will. So here we go with this, and
Mommy, tie my shoelaces.
I will tie them in a second. Well, hold on. Let me just... God bless you, honey.
Thank you. Alright. It's coming out.
Huh?
When you're doing your started, you said go there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
Okay, so there is my lipstick, and I'm super excited for fall because the deep dark like wine lipsticks, burgundy, Merlot, Cabaret lipsticks are really in, and I really like that. I really like that dark lipstick. I like any color lipstick. I think everything to me is just absolutely beautiful. I like lipstick in general, but for the fall it just seems like those are what are like the hot colors. And there's a couple, like I know Nars has one that I want to get, and there's also a CoverGirl one that I want to try. I think it's called Merlot or Cabaret. It's named after a wine. Or Chianti. It might be Chianti. No. I don't remember, but I'm excited for those. So anyway, this is my overall, my finished look. And there's the shade, the shadow. And like I said in my last makeup tutorial, I take pictures of all this stuff and I've been putting them up on my blog. So hopefully y'all can check that out. I put the link down below, and I will also link Miss Lori so you can see, well, she doesn't really have Etsy or anything where she can show you these, but I'll try to find the video where she was talking about them and put that also down below. So there's that. Thank you so much for watching. I need to tie my very impatient daughter's tennis shoe. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.